Good. Big performance for Skye, Eddie. That road to undisputed rolls on.
Yeah, it was a great performance. I think, sometimes, obviously, she's a fantastic boxer, so she can win fights quite comfortably by doing just that. But tonight, obviously, your main event, you got to entertain a little bit. And I think she did that really well. She was nice and aggressive. She hurt Mariah Turner, by the way, was extremely tough. I think she's got a big future in the sport, Mariah Turner. But Skye is pound for pound ability in women's boxing. And obviously now, that great comeback after the Mariah Turner, the Ciara Brown loss, she's rebuilt really well. She's dropped to 122 pounds. It's time now for the mega fights. She deserves them and she's ready for them.
What do you have to do to get those fights, Ed?
Well, you have to get them into a mandatory position, which we've done. And now it's really up to the champion, which is Ellie Scottney. It just so happens that Ellie Scottney has every belt in the sport. She's a fantastic fighter. But she wants big fights. MVP want big fights. That is one of the biggest fights in women's boxing. So I do also know that, Ellie is looking to move to 126. She's probably wanted to do it for a while, but hopefully she hangs around for one more big fight down there. If not, Skye will become champion, and then she'll look to unify the division. So, that was a big performance and a good rebuild, but time now to really test herself against the best in the sport.
Eddie, what did you make of the overall Aussie talent tonight?
I thought it was absolutely mental. I mean, I've never seen anything so wild. I mean, the first fight comes out, like knockout of the year. The second fight, Hunt against Hussein, for me, that was like one of the best fights I've seen this year. It was unbelievable. I'd love to run that back. I think it was a great fight. Could have gone either way, that fight. Jake Wiley, that second round was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. Thought stoppage was actually a little bit earlier. Tara Moana. Did they?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Did the ref see the towel? Because he had his back to him. Didn't they? They threw in the towel. Interesting. Because I thought the stoppage was a little bit early, considering Jake Wiley was out of the game. But that was a wild round. Tara Moana, look, I know people say, like the opponent and everything, but you just go in and just starch him like that. It's so natural the way he's flowing now with his shots. And I think Tara Moana's going to be the world heavyweight champion. I really do. I think he's going to get there. And, my conversations and meetings with KO Sports and Foxtel, they see him as, like the new big star of Australian boxing. And I think we need to headline him next on KO. And I think we need to fight Ben Silla or Stephen Ivich. Hopefully the latter for the Australian title. But they've got to be willing to fight him. It's all very well just plucking a number out of the sky. I'll fight him for this much. We're going to pay big money, but you've got to just actually want the fight, and hopefully one of those guys step up.
Jesse Bolt tonight, I
Yeah,
think he
really
was
good.
the biggest fan favourite.
Yeah.
He said he wants a matchroom contract.
Yeah, he
What do
said
you
to me, he said, like, one of the things that I wanted to do when I wrote down things that I wanted to do when I turned pro was to meet you. I said, well, you just fought on my card, and I'm going to sign you as well. And he's like, what? But I want exciting fighters. He's so exciting. I mean, that
That's
belt.
a done deal?
Yeah, look, absolutely. That first bell run, and he just came out like a lunatic. I mean, this is like, and he's a huge ticket seller. But he can fight, and that's what we want. We want great fighters, great personalities, popular fighters. And yeah, look forward to closing that off and bringing him to the Matchroom team.
There's another 6 shows in 2026. The next one, when does that?
The next one's going to be early July.
Yep.
We had a great meeting with KO this morning. They've been fantastic. I mean, this was put together quite quickly, and thanks to Sam LeBruna for helping us out and getting this place just full up and wild. And again, next up, I think you're going to see Tara Moana headline in one of those fights. That's what we're looking to do. Step him up now into big fights. He wants to become Australian heavyweight champion. And again, like so many other fighters, we've got to get out. And then, meetings with Tasman fighters tomorrow, these guys to try and lock in Justice Huni's next fight. I think that's going to be towards probably August, because you've got the Liam Paro Crockett fight in June. You've got the Tim Tszyu fight in July. And then I think we'll go with Huni in a big fight in August. So, really excited about the plans and where we're going to go next.
Are you confident you can keep Justice?
Yeah, I mean, we've got one fight left with him. I don't see why not. We've got the platform. He wants the big fights. I mean, we were talking today about really looking to bring over a superstar name, and getting the government funding behind an event. I think Deontay Wilder would be a brilliant fight to bring to Australia. You got Derek Chisora, you got Jarrell Miller, just had a big win. These are big names, and they'll come and really, light up the city that we go in. So I think Justice deserves one of those fights. I think he's a fantastic fighter, and I think we'll be looking to try and bring him a big international name.
Will your next show be a co-promotion or a standalone show?
I mean, I don't really care, to be honest with you. I mean, that's just for ego and who sits where on the poster. Like, Sam's done a great job for us here. We're new to this market. You know, we're going to be doing more and more on our own, but we're also going to be working with a lot of people on the way.
Lou DiBella said today that Dana White's a better promoter than you. What do you make of that?
Lou DiBella talks so much. Lou DiBella is the most bitter man I've ever met in boxing. I mean, he actually said, who's the better promoter? And he went, well, Dana White's business, you know, they're more capitalised. Like, that wasn't the question, mate. Who's the better promoter? And it ain't even fucking close, to be honest with you. I mean, listen, they've got a fantastic company. They're hugely powerful people. Who's the better promoter? Lou DiBella watches me do what I do, and every night he struggles to actually sleep. That's how bitter that man is. I love Lou, but oh my God, I'm watching that thinking, you don't even work in boxing anymore, and you're still bitter. So, what can I say?